Hello! Welcome! Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. Hi, I'm Luke. I'm of Misty Mountain Legends, and welcome to Roll D5. I am so happy to be a guest here, guest GM running Mush. Uh, and gosh, I, I've done this. I've done this before, and I'm always terrible at doing introductions. Anyways, hi.
I can take it. Don't worry. We were we
Wonderful.
were
Please.
we were actually playing you because this is your first time being a GM, and we're gonna be seeing how good can he like improv on the fly, and you pass the
Exactly.
test. You pass the test. You got it 100%. Uh, I'll take it. I'll take the interest over. Just so you don't have to like get like all the notes for the intro of the channel, or like I could mimic them to you.
That's fine. I'll
So
let you go ahead and take it.
thank you so much, Luke, for the introduction. This is Roll D5, a comedy central centered channel in which we play indie games from all around the world, and we try as many systems as we can. We try to invite as many awesome people as we can, and we try to make up epic games, fun games, stupid games, bigger than life games with all these beautiful people that you see here and beyond. My name is Daniel, and I am I'm honored to be today with some of our regular cast who are more than fantastic. First of all, I forgot last time our beautiful and dear On is in tech tonight. Thank you, On. Without you, this would not be possible. And from there, I will basically be passing the little hot potato to everybody else in the cast. Luke, who's going to be our guest GM tonight, we'll talk about his game in a second. But before that, let's introduce our cast tonight. How are you, Aetherius? And what are you going to be
Oh,
playing?
love it, love it, love it. Hi, my name is Aetherius Bordeaux. You can find me at Vampire Himbo on most socials, except for here on TikTok and on, here, Twitch. I am Vampire underscore Himbo for, relatively like obvious reasons. Um, I am super excited tonight. I'm going to be playing Portabella Portabello, who is an heiress of a like mushroom mega conglomerate. She is like um, very concerned about the material, we'll say. And I am, super, super pumped, excited to play a new game. Also, this is my first
That's
time,
what I
I
was going to
think.
say. We're
Yeah.
introducing you. We're introducing you today. So welcome, welcome, welcome you too. We're so happy and so proud to have you in the team, and I'm personally very honored to at least see you in the same game because I've seen you all around and never in the same screen. Um, so welcome. Speaking of new arrivals, newish arrivals. Uh, how are you, Justin?
I'm doing good, Danielle. Hi, everybody. How's it going? I am GM Justin. You can find me on all my socials at Forever GM Justin. And yeah, I'm excited to be able to play this game. I'm playing a mushroom by the name of Trumpet.
Awesome. Where can anybody find you? Oh, we can do that at the end. I'm sorry. Anna's gonna look at me with her own eyes. Uh, there you go. And finally from our player cast, we have Nat.
Hello, yeah, I am Nat. You actually have the three newest D5 official
Yeah,
members here tonight. Aetherius, Justin, and I, which is very cool.
I
Yes, my
actually
name
went
is
in
Nat.
order.
I go by Nat20Wife on most places on the internet. I'm half of Don Marshall Entertainment, and tonight I'm playing just a little guy named Tup Tup.
Top top.
Tup Tup.
Awesome. And I forgot to say I'm gonna be playing a very lazy shiitake mushroom that thinks he's psychedelic, but he's not. Called Take the Shiitake. And our content warnings for tonight are gonna be large bugs, references to drugs, drug use, and altered state of consciousness. So anybody who has a particular attachment or detachment from any of these things, please be aware. And with that, I will shut up and pass the baton to our dear and new guest GM, Luke, just give us a little bit of an introduction of what we're going to play, and then it's your room, it's your channel. Have fun.
Fantastic. Hi. Once again, I'm Luke, or one part of Misty Mountain Legends on the internet, or also Tumid links as well, some places, but primarily Misty Mountain Legends, which you may know for our nerdy content and also our dog, whom I have been requested make an appearance. So Pinto Bean, come here. Pinto. Oh,
Pinto
wow, she's
Bean?
boring me now. Come here. Come on. Yip, yip. Oh, slowly getting up. Slowly. Come on. Come on.
Oh,
Come
God.
on. There we go. Here we go. How's this? Is this frame?
I'm
Yeah, that's
starstruck.
perfect.
There we go. So yes, here's Pinto Bean. She's made her obligatory appearance. Are you happy?
We need to do an all dogs stream.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Dog
With this
GM,
good.
all of our dogs with like headphones in and just like them looking at the screen for 2 hours.
Yes. Yes. All right, there you go. Your obligatory appearance is done. You can go if you wish. And
Like,
she leaves
okay, I'm out.
immediately. She's like, all right, Dad, I'm out of here. Anyways, tonight we are playing Mush, a game made by myself and my wife, Anna, and it is available on our Ko-fi, Coffee. I never know how to pronounce that place, that website. But let's just search Misty My Legends at Ko-fi.com and you'll find it. But
We've also
either
got
way,
links to that, Luke.
oh, wonderful. Thank you. Haha.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all are so on top of this. So oh, I love it. But Mush is a game where you play as a mushroom. You are a little mushroom person trying to get your acorn caps back from the evil plasticians, basically plastic people who are born of the evil magics from the trash and waste produced by the giants, i.e. humans. So that is what we were playing tonight, and I have this wonderful cast here, which this will be the not the first time that this game has been live streamed, but the second time to my knowledge that it's been live streamed. So that is exciting. So I'm just happy to be here. This is gonna be a great time. I'm very excited to see all the mushrooms my players have in store, and I hope they are ready for all the shenanigans that are coming up. So without further ado, let's put on our mushroom hats and we'll just get into it. Welcome to the Burl, a large forest filled with nature's beauty and wild animals, songs of birds, and the golden sunlight streaming down through perfectly green leaves. This is also your home, the home of the Mush people. You live in the small, tiny Mush city of Rootington, sat between two massive roots of the largest oak tree in the Burl. It is a thriving city that has existed for many, many cycles, utilizing the acorn caps from the falling acorns that come from the oak tree above. You all have lived here for some time, perhaps as long as you've known, or perhaps you've visited from other neighboring cities that are far away, perhaps another tree away even. These trees are big and there's lots of space between them, at least for a mushroom. The city of Rootington has thrived and has been a hub for trade amongst the Mush, and for also other creatures aside from just the Mush. You have small mice and beetles as well that do business and work and trade amongst the other Mush. This city has seen a lot of excitement and is alive with goodness and just gentle harmony. That was until last night. As the city of Rootington settled in for the night and the cold of night washed over the city, unbeknownst to everyone, a small group of Plasticians made their way through the city. And they broke in to the vault containing the city's supply of acorn caps that they used to do trade and business with other cities, and absconded with them. An alarm rang out shortly after the theft was discovered, and a call was sent out, calling brave individuals to help retrieve the acorn caps and bring them back to Rootenden before the city falls into ruin and despair. This is where we meet all of you. On your way to answer the call, heading towards the main building, central, set up against the actual tree itself. The most impressive building at all, where the leader of Rootington, the Rootsayer, named Puck, resides. Walking through the streets, we see our first Mush. Trumpet, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah. I think when the camera kind of pans into Trumpet, you'll see a king trumpet with that's relatively brown, but on his mushroom cap, you'll see like little white dots here and there. He'll have what looks to be like a makeshift sweatband with made out of grass, as he happens to just like doing a little bit of a power walk as he's just going down to go see, walking down the area.
Wonderful. Walking near you, heading the same direction, we also see another Mush. Take, would you introduce yourself?
You would see this very like thick and plumpy shiitake mushroom with very, very tiny like round legs and walking very slowly. It's you can almost hear the sounds of like comedy trumpets, like as he puts each of his little feet on the ground, just like basically dragging himself through the dirt and yawning. It's too early in the morning. Who steals things so early in the morning?
Fantastic. You both are making your way up to the Rootsayer to answer the call to action. And standing outside of the home of the Rootsayer, we see our other two Mush. Tup, please introduce yourself.
So Tup is there, definitely smaller than the rest of the mushrooms that are around. He has a red mini wax cap, which are normally kind of like tall and slender, even though they're little. He's not yet. He's just kind of like short and red, and definitely younger than everybody else, a little bit more innocent. Is like, I'm here, and we're gonna make this better. Redder? Yes. We're gonna do it. Like looking up at people, like, let me help, desperate to help.
And standing next to you is our final, but certainly not least, Bella. Please introduce yourself. Oh, muted.
I think you might be muted.
I would say Bella's like her popularity, I think, is not only the most important thing to her, but like she really cares about like the people, and like she wants people to know about that and would like cry dry tears to let you know that that's like the case, and is here because she got a was driving a fucking little Hot Wheels car and got into a bit of a DUI situation, and as such has to serve now community service to go over the whole thing. But how she looks, I'd like to think that like the brown part of the undercap is like ombre out. It's got like blonde, almost highlights on it. And as like the camera would pan up to her before we would get the DUI flashback, you would see that like draping from the edges of her cap are like tassels. It's given that like Cowboy Carter, like Beyonce hat, where it's like all the tassels that come down, and at the end of each tassel is a little gem, and they are all hot pink colored, which is like her favorite color. And yeah, she's just like waiting to knock some community service hours out.
You just hear Take turn to Trumpet and go, "Hey, Trumpet, isn't that the mushroom that you like to follow on Sportstagram?"
Yeah, but I thought we didn't need to necessarily talk about that. Play it cool, Take. Play it cool.
But you always like her post. You stopped liking her post after the thing, didn't you?
We're not talking about that. We're here to help out with what's going on.
I
see as he kind of blushed a little bit.
I didn't think she's gonna be with us. Very famous people never sit next to me. I smell.
You don't smell at all. Trust me, everything will be just fine. We just gotta play cool.
I think the camera would hit like that 90s style, like over the shoulder turn in like slow motion with Bella. And she is going to like lock and make eye contact with Take and Trumpet. And from across the room, isn't approaching them yet, but like just wants it to be known. She knows that they both exist and are like talking about her within listening distance.
I think the hardest part of Bella's community service is that she has been shackled with this little kid who is not on Sportstagram, does not know who she is, does not really even understand fame. So it's just kind of there like, Hey, Miss Bella, can we go get the bad guys now? Why are you looking at those dudes?
Oh my God, don't touch the merchandise. My God. I don't know. These two, and she like turns back over and she's like, these two shrooms. And I heard them murmuring about me.
She just called us shrooms. Rude.
I think she called us mushrooms. I think that's what she said. I couldn't tell.
I only heard shrooms.
Oh. You're gonna see as it kind of like dozes off a little bit, just like thinks about it as we're continuing walking up, and just like,
As y'all are having this interaction, and as you all are finally at the home of the Rootsayer, the doors slowly open as one of the town guards, just a very stout-looking, also shiitake mushroom, very very sturdy-looking one, opens up, wielding what looks to be a toothpick sword. You know those like fake little swords that they put in cocktails. One of those has one of those strapped down by their side, and they say, "Oh well, the Rootsayer will see you now.
Can they be my cousin?
In. Oh, what?
Can they be my cousin?
Can I be my cousin?
Sure, absolutely, they can be your cousin." Okay. Oh, Take, good to see you.
Oh, good. How's your mother? I have not called her. She wants my recipe for Spore and Ash, and I haven't had the time.
Oh, that's all right. You know, she'll get it from you one way or another. And it'll be good. But yeah, should give her a call sometime. I know she'd
I'm
really
gonna say
like
that
it.
Bella walks up, completely interrupting, and walks up as if nobody had been speaking, and is gonna hold her hand out with a little slip of paper, and she's like, "Do you validate parking?"
Takes it. Oh, here to do community service. Okay. Yep. Oh, all right. All right. Yep. Yeah. Don't worry. I'll make sure the front desk gets this. And we'll get that all sorted out. And your car will be safe. What
You're
color is
allowed
your
to
vehicle?
drive?
What do you mean?
Why wouldn't she be allowed to drive?
Because she did that thing with the tree on the.
Okay. Maybe don't believe the tabloids that you read all of the time. Practice a
I
little
only
bit of
believe
critical
Trumpet.
thinking.
Trumpet told me this story.
Oh, did he?
Hey, yes, but that's because it was all over Sporter, so that's why I told you that in confidence, Saki.
I just think that our government shouldn't let people with DUI keep
Okay,
driving.
so
What are we talking about?
these are invested. Top, come. We're leaving.
Okay.
And she's gonna do like a not like a full like prison, not like an Oz like shoulder bump past the guard, but she's gonna do like a light one. She's gonna do like a little bit of yeah.
All right. Yeah. Go on. And the road sayer's expecting you. I'll be here to see you out when you're done. Go on. And ushers all of you inside. Inside of the Root Sayer's home, it is not lavish, but it's large. It's meant to be a place of gathering for the community and for people to come and speak with the Root Sayer to both understand perhaps what possible things could happen in the Burl as the forest changes and grows, and what could be expected in the coming seasons, and to just gain guidance. And in times like this, instruction. And so you are ushered up the stairs to the Root Sayer's meeting hall, and you are let in. And when you open the doors, you see the Root Sayer Huck, a portobello mushroom. They are old and a bit withered. You can see that the underside of their cap has dried out significantly with age. But they seem to be very lively, despite the struggles of dealing with plasticians stealing acorn caps. But they stand to greet you, and they say, well, welcome. Welcome in. I see you get to get back our acorn caps, yes? Adjusting these small spectacles on a non-existent nose.
The
Yeah, we're
the
good.
four
Sure.
of us together.
Oh yeah, I think that should be enough. Well, you're here to get back the acorn caps. Good. Which one of you is Bella? I know one of you has community service.
Okay, you don't need to announce that to the world, sir, but yes. And Bella is gonna reach in and pull out her paperwork.
Oh, perfect. I just need to make sure I get this in my files. They hobble over and rifle through all their papers that are in this small wooden desk.
Bella looks nervously around to see who, if anyone, is paying attention to this.
Why are you ashamed of having community service? Community service is good. We do it all the time in the Spore Scouts.
I am not ashamed, Tup. I love having the public know that I'm here, of all places, doing all of this with all of you. It's my favorite thing, Tup Tup.
Me too.
Tup Tup, how far are you in your in the Spore Scouts?
Well, I used to be a root spore, but now I went up one, and now I'm a full cap spore.
You see as
my
Trump is, you're gonna see as Trump is gonna give you a high five. It's like, I remember when I was a Spore Scout. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Didn't you get a badge for burrowing under more than any other mushroom, Trumpet?
I got several, and it was tiring.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
She's trying to appear that she's not listening at this like little accomplishment. You see Bella, the little like tassel would move a little bit. She like looks over her shoulder in the direction after hearing about Trumpet's like burrowing prowess.
Trumpet is underplaying this. Trumpet was burrowed for 5 days. That's a record.
It was a long 5 days.
Is that true, Trumpet?
It was a very long 5 days, but we don't need to talk about that. It was just a good time. Blush.
Mr. Pog?
Yeah, I got the files right here.
No, Mr. Pog, I just wanted to ask how my license for psilocybin is coming. I really need to start my psychedelics business soon. But every single tester says that I am not psychedelic, and I need to know how my permit is going. So if I am going to help, I need to get that permit.
I will make sure to look into that, and we will have it settled for you by the time you get back. Yes, for sure.
I think Tup Tup has a little notebook or journal that they have, little leather brown journal, and they pull it out every once in a while. Then this time, I think Bella just sees pulled out and has like a page that's like things to look up later, and this one just says psychedelics, spelled very wrong.
Bella is actually gonna like go over and like just gonna watch this because they're like nosy and have nothing better to do in this moment. Is gonna like scribble it out and then spell it correctly and then like write the number of a person that Tup Tup could get like psychedelics from under that. And she's like, "There you go, sweetie."
Thank you.
Well, I must tell you, this will not be an easy mission. You all must enter into the stronghold of the Plasticians. They have taken the acorn caps back to their home.
How strong is the hold?
Oh, like very strong, and does like a very weak flex in their old age. But I believe you all can get in there with cunning and your wiles. I also have a scout who will help you when you get there.
So do you give us like weapons, or are we supposed to self-supply that?
We can supply you with your gear and whatever you may need, at least from our supply, which we don't do a lot of these, so it's pretty meager. We've got some pokes, which are just regular wooden toothpicks.
You don't have my poke badge yet.
Oh yes, you probably shouldn't.
Like the world's smallest pebble.
Yes, I think like looking at this, like Bella is gonna look to Tup Tup and like them not taking something, and is gonna take 2 of those. Well, these are gross and inadequate, but I guess we'll make do. and she's gonna hand one to Tup Tup, and she's gonna take the stone, Tup Tup, and be like, "We are gonna make you the baddest bitch possible. And in order to do that, we need to like jump out of the little league." And then she like doesn't break eye contact, but throws the stone. "We're gonna upgrade you, sweetie." And then she hands you the sword, which I mentioned
So big.
comparatively is like very,
So
very big.
Buster sword on
Yes.
just 2 hands.
You look amazing. I'm
Okay,
into it.
I can do this.
Don't worry, Tup Tup. I have my my pokes badge, so I can work with you on that.
Okay, thanks.
Trumpet got a badge for 550 pokes in a row.
Blush.
Wow.
Again, a secret interest from Bella. She remains calculated and disinterested. And turns and keeps walking. Is she gonna like motion Tup Tup with the giant sword? Like, come on. I guess the 4 of us are working together. So are you guys getting weapons, or do you already have your own
I don't
weapons?
need weapons, I have these. And you see Take taking out 2 tiny arms, but they're super strong.
Oh my god. You sure do. What about you, Trumpet? What are you packing?
Well, I will definitely take one of the pokes, and that's really all I need. I'm pretty crafty with things, so I can work it out.
I wonder if they have shotguns. Maybe we should ask. What else is available outside of just these pokies? I just want to get like a full sense of like the inventory.
Well, we've got some rope.
Ooh, rope is good.
Except they're made of plastic. Plastic does not squish easy.
Well, no, but like a good Boy Scout should always have rope for like climbing and tying and like find a stray dog. That's what the book says. I don't know what a dog is.
There are tiny mushroom dogs, of course.
My mom won't let me have one until I'm older.
Yes, we'll take one rope, please.
Oh, good. We only have the one.
Dog.
We don't have a mushroom dog, but here. Picks up a mushroom cat.
Yeah,
Oh
Tup
my
Tup.
god.
To bless your journey. Oh, no one's allergic to mush cats, right?
I am a little
I'll
bit
keep you
allergic
with me,
to mush
Take.
cats.
It's okay.
Honestly, he'll live. And then Bella's gonna like scratch behind the ear of the cat. He's so cute. He's amazing. What are we gonna name him?
Allergen.
Mm.
I think
Allergen.
we should name him Buckets. I think that's like the perfect name. I'll also take input. Anything else? Anybody? All right, democracy has worked. Buckets. It is.
Fantastic. Well, that's all the gear I have available for you. So, good luck.
Oh, do we have like, do we know where we're going? Do we have a map? Do you know where we're going?
Do you have like a map or like coordinates?
Oh,
or, like,
that's right.
A quest marker? My god.
I'll add it to your map.
Thank you.
Pulls out a large map and shows you exactly where you need to go on it.
Fortunately, Trumpet, someone has a car.
That's right, and I actually have my map reading badge as well, so we're set.
Trumpet once read 5 maps in a row and memorized them.
Do you see Bella kind of like fan herself a little bit at this factoid and then immediately try to hide it?
Blush.
And then Trumpet redrew the maps from memory.
Okay, let's go. we need a name. We're not Spore Scouts, so I can't say let's go Spore Scouts. We're
Oh, I look at Democracy Girl.
The Spore Knights. There it is.
Ooh, what about Bella and the Spores? I love that.
What about Buckets?
Ooh, Bella Buckets and the Spores. You know what? Maybe we'll just make it like an inside thing and we'll just call it like Buckets and the Spores. And then that way we can avoid any inevitable like Fleetwood Mac type of situation happening.
Okay. Let's go Buckets and the Spores.
Hell yeah.
I don't care about names. And just walks really slowly behind all of you.
Anime style on our next leg of journey.
Do we fit in Bella's car?
That is what I was about to ask. Bella, how big is your car? And what does it look like?
Obviously. Well, Bella has heard about like environmental concerns and global warming, but honestly, like it's noise. I don't trust Greta Thunberg, and I never
global warming.
Yeah, 100%. And so Bella drives like a big, stupid, like gas guzzling, like stretch Hummer, a la like 2005. That's just like hot pink, and it's got the logo from that fucking MTV show, My Super Sweet 16, on the side of it. And she's like, yeah, I've had this for a few years, but yeah, we can all fit inside. And when you get inside the interior of this car, it is the most like gaudy, like RGB, like not even the good where it's like it is just like very, very giving. Like every light in here was potentially bought at Spencer's. It's like not even light show. And she's like, come on in.
How many acorn caps does a car like this cost?
Enough. Come on. And then she like opens the door and like gestures for like
I got dibs on shotgun. Rushes over there, said shotgun.
Yeah, Tup Tup just climbs in the back. They've never ridden shotgun in their life.
Like Bella sees Tup Tup with
Top Top. Tackett turns to Top Top and goes, "That's smart. Trumpet is the best navigator. Got a badge for
I have my navigation badge. I don't know what we're calling them. This sword is heavy.
I'm gonna say that like Bella sees Tup Tup kind of struggling with the sword, almost to potentially like a lethal degree. Like if they keep getting tired, like them or someone in the close proximity is gonna die, and they're gonna go like, hold on, we'll practice a little bit. But here, I want you to hold on to this because this is your now spirit companion, and I need you to fully self-actualize into the inner bad bitch that I see in you, Tup Tup. And we're going to get there. We're going to work it out. Okay, sweetie? And then she's going to give you the sword, kind of drop it in Tup Tup's hands a little bit. Like, love it. Okay, excellent. You can use that as a pillow, scratching post, everything. It's multi-use, very utilitarian.
Yeah, so I'd just like to point out, Tup Tup has a big cap and now has a cat on top of it. So they're taking this giant sword and having to kind of loop it around their cap and not decapitate themselves or the cat.
Mm-hmm.
But then you also see them pull out the notebook and under psychedelics it now says self-actualize.
Fantastic. And you all are on your way. In this hot pink Hot Wheels Hummer. Oh gosh, this is so good.
Do not take my Celium Road. We're gonna hit traffic.
And she's gonna like knock against the door.
And there's a glass probably.
There's like a partition, and she's like, "Driver, can you please play more Ashley Simpson? My God, we're trying to have a party back here."
We can sing camp songs.
No.
You're gonna hit traffic.
And she's gonna see that like she Tup Tup kind of like recoil like a little bit and hurt at that, and then she's gonna give like what is an attempt at an assuring pat, but is literally just 2 clinical kind of taps. Like, I acknowledge that you are.
I go to Jamboree next month. I'll sing a lot of camp songs there.
Mm-hmm.
I think camp song's probably a good idea right now. Yeah.
Did you once sing for 2 days in a row?
It's not the first time.
At this, Bella knocks again. She's like, "Driver, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Stop playing that. We are doing camp songs now," she says as she turns to the group.
Yes, ma'am. And turns on camp songs.
I think, Tup Tup just breaks out into like this intense, like, snap, clap, pat, yes, repeat, call and response, rhyming insanity. And Trumpet just knows the whole thing.
Oh, it's just
like that
word for word
Scout cult song thing, but no one else. Everyone's just like.
And then it's just like me as just kind of looking to everybody else, like, come on, guys, and then just kind of like, emphasizing each of the words as we're kind of going along.
It was a great big moose.
Great big moose. And he
Mooses are scary.
Well, yeah, it's just a song. This moose's name is Ted. He can't be scary.
What's the plural of moose, Trumpet? Mice?
Moose. I have my
Moosey?
animals badge.
I was not able to accomplish that one, so you definitely have me beat on that, Tup.
So Trumpet, do you like have a thing that just like has all of your badges in it? Is that something they give you guys?
Blush, and then you're gonna see as like I pull out my backpack, and I'm going to actually like pull out like my
this
old
massive quilt.
Yes, my my sash that has all of my badges, and it's extensive, and it pretty much fills all the way towards the back where like it latches, it secures itself together.
Like you take it out to show Bella, but she just takes it and immediately puts it on as like you weren't offering it to her, but she's just gonna like start wearing it, and she's like,
rude.
I love that.
Miss Bella,
I'm sorry, talking.
You did not earn those accolades, Bella.
You don't know that.
It's okay. She can wear it. It's fine. It's okay.
She cannot borrow for 5 days, Robert. I would be surprised if she can borrow for 5 seconds.
It'll be all right. But we'll work something out. Don't worry about it.
Bella's looking impressed at the sash. She's like pulling it away from her chest long enough to be able to like look at all of the things the Trumpet has got a badge in. And like I think this would definitely be like a upward shot of like an uwu face that no one else sees. And then she puts it back down and is like, you see her compose herself, and she's like, okay, let's go do whatever the guy told us.
Plastician.
Yeah, back in the stores.
Yes, that. Let's go do that.
As you are driven down the sporeway, you are driving far, far, far away. It takes a considerable amount of time, not a full cycle, but almost a full cycle. By the time you get to your location, you are well off the beaten path, and you are deep into the burl, perhaps even at least 5 trees away, which is huge for you. Some of you may not have even been 2 trees away. This is the farthest.
You'll probably be super tired of hearing Take snoring for most of the road.
Yeah, I think Tup has probably a couple times done the like, I'm awake. I'm ready. I'm awake.
I think the camera would turn from like Take snoring and Tup Tup like trying to stay awake to Bella with a sleep mask, like one of the dope ones. It's like weighted and got the cool thing on, and has like the earplugs in, and is just like unbothered
You're
in
not
their
driving.
lane,
Like, that's terrifying.
focused,
You're not driving.
flourishing. Yeah. Yeah, and she's also at this time also simultaneously sleep driving as she has the I imagine the driver is still driving and she just is like carved out a space on the side of one of the stretch pink hot Hummer limo, where she is like laying and got like a special neck pillow.
Fantastic. As you all slowly come to a stop where you were told to meet the scout, the individual who managed to follow the Plasticians back to their stronghold, but not able to recover the acorn caps. You come to a stop, and the driver does a tap tap on the partition and says,
What?
We're here. We've arrived at our location.
Tup Tup is out of the car.
Thank you very much, Mr. Driver Person. We greatly appreciate it. I'm just going to head on out. We'll see you back here soon-ish. I don't know. Close.
Shall I wait here, Miss Bella?
Obviously, duh. God, shut up.
Daka stretches and falls over on the entire seat and keeps sleeping.
Bella's gonna snap above where Take is sleeping and look at the driver, like, and then point.
What do you...
Wake him up!
Gets out of the driver's seat, comes around, opens the side door. Oh no. Mr. Take. Mr. Take just like slaps you a little bit.
Chamomile! Chamomile! What?
We're here.
I was dreaming of my sweet dear chamomile, and you woke me up.
I'm so sorry, sir.
Who the fuck is Chamomile? Bella says, like, ignoring.
Chamomile is my grandma.
Oh, that's so
Do you
sad.
know your grandma? Okay. And I think Tup Tup is just like looking at dirt samples.
I have like 100 grandmas, but she's my favorite.
Interesting. Tup Tup, what are you doing?
Oh, I have my soil analysis badge, so I was looking to see if there are any traces
No, that's
of...
private information. That's medical information. That's private.
No, not that kind. I was looking to see if there were any traces of plastics in the ground dirt. That kind.
Okay, and
This will be our first roll of the game.
Yes.
hell yeah! I love that it's a soil sample.
This is going to be your fun guy. This is going to be using your brain. You're going to be looking for things. So give me a fun guy roll.
Is my +1. It's a 3 + 1 is 4.
Fantastic. So a mixed success. As you're looking at this soil sample, you can see that it's clear that this way has been traveled fairly recently. By what is unsure. No telltale signs of plastic in the soil, but there's definitely footprints.
Think we should go that way.
Sure. Is
That's
it far
good
enough to
idea.
where I should get the driver, or to walking distance?
We should probably look to do. Well, first off, we got to meet with the scout person, and then we'll probably have to go and sneak in.
Okay.
You certainly don't want to drive. And suddenly you see standing behind all of you, unheard, there is now another Mush. As you see what you presume to be the scout, Tutak. Tutak is a moral mushroom, a morel. very sleek, got the fun kind of rigid mushroom cap, but their arms are out. They're wearing this wonderful sort of woodsy garment that it's sleeveless and it is breathable. They are super ripped arms, and she is certainly imposing considering she walked up behind all of you without any of you hearing her footsteps.
Oh, you're quite the moral compass. Hello.
Yes. I believe you are the ones sent to recover the acorn caps, yes?
That's
Yes, we
us.
are.
Yes.
Mm.
Can we help
We
you?
have 2 scouts with you we have 3.
I am Tutak. I am the scout that followed the Plasticians away from Rutenden and followed them to their stronghold. I was not able to get inside, at least not easily, but I believe I have a way for you all to get inside if you wish to follow me to
You're
their
not
stronghold.
coming.
Miss Bella, how do we know this is the scout?
I actually.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say he's sketch as fuck. But what were you gonna say?
Oh, I've read some like Encyclopedia Brown books, and people aren't always who they say they are. But like, there's not like an espionage badge, so I'm not really sure what to do. And it's like totally not whispering. They are. Is not.
You didn't get your espionage badge. And Tutak flips open the vest to reveal a row of badges, more badges than either you or Trumpet has ever seen on an individual.
Just imagine just imagine like both me and Trumpet just go. There's not.
You're like
only missing
the John
one.
badge and
Every possible Spore Scout badge you could have, save for one. And the one badge I could never achieve.
Psychedelics?
Yes, it's the psychedelic one, yes.
That one's hard to achieve. I get that.
Wait, do you just have to get high for that one? You get badges for that?
You can lick my arm.
I'm gonna pass at the moment, but I do appreciate the offer, Bella says. Thank you.
You must be a psychedelic Mush to earn that badge.
Mr. Taka, you can have that badge.
Yes, I'm very psychedelic.
I still know what it means, but you've told us.
Bella thinks this is a bit. She thinks that this is like full irony, right? And so it's just kind of like yeah, so, you know.
Okay. Psychedelic shiitake?
Yeah, yes. There can be psychedelic shiitakes, of course.
I'm not one to judge. Either way, I can lead you all to the stronghold, and I can take you where you need to go. At the very least, I can show you the way in and where the acorn caps are being held. At least where I saw them take them.
Yes, please.
Excellent.
Someone with so many badges should come with us and help.
I have to make sure that you can also get out. That will be my job, is making sure I can get you in and also get you out with the acorns. Because I need to make sure the way is clear, so you do not get trapped within their stronghold.
I have to agree with Bella for the first time. This dude is sketchy.
Right?
Yes.
Well, you were told to meet a scout, yes?
But they have the badges, including, and I'm pointing out to the espionage badge. This is
right here.
All the credentials I need. I'm good.
Well, I mean, if Trumpet thinks that it's on the up and up, then maybe.
I want to see if those badges are falsified. I want to roll.
You have to roll. All right. Go ahead and give me a fungi roll.
Yes. Actually, I'm bad at fungi. So fungi is -1. So I got a 4 -1. That's 3.
Okay, still a partial success, a mixed
The
success.
credentials.
Looking at these,
Yes,
you
they
have seen
they
Trumpet's
have the
badges
badges,
A lot.
frequently.
including and
You've
then
seen them a
they
lot, and
they
you
have
are
the
recognizing a lot
badges,
of the same ones
including
here,
and then pointing out to
including some that you don't recognize, the ones you've never seen before, but they are matching up. It's a pretty straightforward. They look legit. They look like real Spore Scout badges.
This sketchy individual seems to be the real deal. But don't worry, Trumpet.
Oh
I'll
no,
like you more.
I appreciate that, but you can also, and I'm going to point over to the badge, the what is it? The I keep forgetting this one badge in particular. This badge was the forgery badge. Yes, I have that one as well. This one checks out.
We have to forge the forgery badge ourselves in order to earn it.
That's
Is this an entire culture that I am unaware of?
You were there when we took the class.
I never got any badges, Trumpet.
I'm gonna say Bella gives Take a look at this moment that's like, badge scrub, how dare you? I don't know why the badges are like the kind of end all be all of like social status right now.
Oh, yeah.
Mushroom culture is very badge based.
Mm.
Yeah. If there's one thing we know to be true, it's definitely that for sure.
Absolutely. Yes. All right. Well, I can lead you all in. If you're ready, just follow me. And they begin walking through the burrow in a direction that you believe that they know. So you can't quite see the stronghold from your current location, but you will have to walk the rest of the way.
Let's go, Bucket and the Spores!
Bucket slowly just meandering along with you all, just occasionally meow. Meow.
Mhm.
As you all walk through the burrow, the forest begins to grow quiet. You don't hear the bird songs as vibrantly, and it seems to fill with a different noise. And it's almost a noise that begins to move you a little bit. As you start to feel a rumble as you get closer and closer to your presumed destination, you feel this rumble that is constant and never ending. And as you finally round up around a hill and around a large bush, you see a strange looking place. The first thing you see is this large black wall that seems to be somewhat curved as you look at it from a distance. From your vantage point, kind of up above, you can see it's got these ridges, these bumps and kind of valleys that are molded into it that run along the whole length of the wall. But you can see it's almost perfectly circular. And you can see sticking out from in the middle of it are these strange buildings. These clear buildings that have a hole at the top, but they seem to be wider at the base and grow skinnier at the top. You see this one square one that has the face of a giant on it. The giants you know that sometimes
It's
walk
a milk
through
carton.
your... It has the words missing on it.
Oh. Rip.
So glad you got that. Oh man. And you see other strange buildings very similar in this nature. And it is just bustling with stink. And just beyond this city that you see, this city of trash, basically, you can see another strange thing far, far off. It seems to be this large, empty space that is just this black stone, and occasionally these giant cars, these vehicles that you recognize from the Hot Wheels vehicles that you drive in. Giant versions of these seem to be occasionally bustling by, and you realize this is what's causing the constant rumble as all these large vehicles are driving by on this large black stone area. Tutak looks at all of you and says, "That is where they took the acorn caps. That city there, that large structure with the giant's face on it that says missing, that is the building where they took the acorn caps."
Smells quite nice.
Indeed.
So how do we get in? Is the question.
That I can help you with. It is tricky, but I believe it is something the Plasticians had not accounted for when they built their city here. There is a gap in their wall. A small hole once sat this heavy sort of oak, but it's made of this different substance. It's almost like a rock that was sticking out of the wall. There was a hole left by this poke, and the poke just recently appears to have fallen apart as the brown metal that eats away at other metals. Either other stone seems to have eaten away at it. But there's left a hole, a gap, just large enough for a mush. I can take you there, and I can make sure that you can get in, and that no one else will bother you as you try to exit.
I'm gonna look to everybody else. Real quick, who doesn't have their sneak badge?
Well, you have no badges. You know that, Combat.
I know.
I guess I also technically have no badges, but I feel like we should count half of the ones I'm presently wearing, or that those should at least factor in to the
I mean,
count.
they look.
Probably
They look.
skip the camp.
You can be sneaky even if you don't have your sneak badge. My mom's a really good cook, but she was never a Sport Scout, so she doesn't have her cooking badge. But she should, or she would.
But badges are arbitrarily the most important thing to me, Tup Tup. God, I wish you understood.
I mean, I get it. I don't know what arbitrarily means, but they're pretty important to me too.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
I think Bella just spoke bad of your mom.
No, I love your mom.
Well, turning this conversation, I can lead us through, and with the help of Tutak, to be able to sneak us in, and we should be able to just follow my lead. Everybody will follow our lead. Yes.
Oh, I don't have my sneaky badge yet. I'm a little I waddle loud.
It's okay. We will work with you to get that, and if we need to, I will sign off on whatever paperwork to get you that.
Gay gas. Bella, when you look over, has in earlier film when a woman would want to be in disguise or incognito, she'd wear a big kind of scarf over her head and then giant sunglasses. And so she is wearing the identical outfit, but just suddenly has the giant sunglasses. We'll give her a little shawl that she's holding as if it's an invisibility cloak to her in importance. And she, to her, for all intents and purposes, might as well be fucking Solid Snake right now.
Perfect.
I'm ready.
And disguises will help as you make your way through the city. Perhaps we can adorn you in some of their other garments of sorts.
Can I have stilts?
We can certainly try and find some. Here, follow me. I'll take you to They're
No one recognized me if I was tall.
I will take you to where they are hidden, at least where they seem to gather their goods. I don't understand what they are, really how they come to be, but this is where a lot of them seem to come from. And Tutak takes you to what looks to be just like a dump. It's just lots of trash, like just at least an equivocally sized to you all dump. And
Take would be tasting the trash. That's
I think that like Bella would have kept like a 50, like when the smell kicked up, would have put some distance between, and she's like, I'm gonna be moral support from back here. I think you guys got this.
I can see her doing like this expression with a handkerchief just.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. She definitely has like a handkerchief that matches everything else. So she's like covering her nose. And she's like, "You guys got this. You're amazing."
Meanwhile, Taka is eating all the trash, taking in all the taste, and would basically say something like, "Decomposed matter is so good for our health as mushrooms."
Interesting.
A lot of good stuff for mushrooms in this pile, as well as candy wrappers that would make for excellent disguises.
Ooh.
So I'm going to have everyone give me a quick, this is just a straight D6 roll. This is just for how, this is just a kind of a fun little table that I made up in my head for what kind of candy wrapper you got.
Interesting.
A 1?
I got a 5.
5. All right. 2.
Do you want me to re-roll since I also got a 1, so we're all different?
Sure, that's fine.
4.
Okay. All right. So starting with 1, we have a Babe's Sooth, because I have to, change things just enough.
Mm-hmm.
A Babe's Sooth wrapper. This is going in just my order of least favorite candy bars. So 1 is a Babe Sooth. And then just you got a 2?
That's correct.
2. All right. Still good. You got a Hishi's bar. And then a 4, you have a Arissa's Pisses.
Oh, I wanted Russ's Pisses. Damn it.
With a 5, you get a Snackers.
I mean, I'll make it work. I like to think that like Bella's gonna take this fucking like candy wrapper and have her own like drag race mini challenge as the rest are talking, and is just gonna construct something that like unbelievably complex for the amount of time. And when you look back afterwards, she's taking like little mushroom selfies of herself, just trying to make sure that like she's getting the good angles.
Good photos for the Sportstagram.
Yeah.
You should get a seamstress badge. I think Trumpet can sign you off with that too.
I can. I do have my badge.
Seamstress?
Yes.
I think at this point there's like a forlorn look that goes unnoticed between Bella and Trumpet. And I'd like to think "Kiss Me," the Sixpence Not Richer, whatever, is presently playing. And then there's like a hard cut back to like the okay, yeah. Bella's like visibly uncomfortable with that. Let's go. We should do the thing. Oh, so this is how you guys are wearing yours. Interesting.
Yes.
Taka just plainly just like wrapped himself around it and just looks like a badly put tamale.
You know what? Fucking Bella does like a bird call into the sky. It's like, ah! And you hear in the distance the revving of an engine, and you like it's the like very familiar sound of the stretch pink Hummer fucking limo that they have. And she is going to go to the back of it. And if you look in the back of the stretch Hummer, there are like a bunch of racks with different clothes. These like don't look like normal clothes. They do look like disguises, as if she's like ready to dress as anything from like a carrot to a male person at any given time, just because, you know. And so she is gonna like have the driver hurry up and come open the back, and is gonna open it up. And then she is going to take like one of those old very, very flat remotes that you could control things with, like that it would have like the almost like the watch battery, and then she's going to put the shitty RGB lights on and it's going to play some music. I'm going to say she's playing In the Zone, the album from Britney Spears, and she's like is going to gesture to the group like, all right bitches, line up one by one, we're doing a montage.
I'm gonna get my fashion badge.
And I'll sign off on that.
Yeah, because I think at this point, Tup Tup's Riss's Pisses is not even being used as a disguise. It is just on their cap. Like...
Yeah, unsatisfactory. So, and I'll leave it up to each player to decide what they want to choose from, like the mushroom drag I have in the back of this bus.
Trumpet, can you dress me?
I can. And at that point, I'm just gonna go ahead and just slap on like the blackest, what is it? Like black turtleneck shirt with some black quote unquote pants, and slap on some like some sunglasses. And you're like, there you go.
Thank you. Trumpet always dresses me.
So the thing about this closet is that everything is really too big for Tup Tup. So they really run like into the racks of clothes like a little kid in a department store and just disappear for like a minute or two. And then they come back out and it's truly like little kid playing dress up. It's like world's largest, floppiest like sun hat. Like a button-down shirt that looks like a mechanic in like a shop would wear, and it has like the name Butch on it. And then like really high leg stiletto boots.
Yes, mama. Tup Tup. Give us a twirl, honey. Yes, where she's gonna like walk as you run.
Tup Tup's never worn, so the twirl is kind of like a.
We'll work on parts of that. But I've had some fun times in that shirt. You'll love that.
Cool. Maybe I'll get my auto mechanic badge.
Yeah.
I imagine for Trumpet, what he'll end up doing is something similar, but I imagine there's some black leather pants in there, and he's gonna put those on because. Where's my fans at when I need them?
Fantastic.
We would get like a slow camera pull up like the leather pants on up to Trumpet as he's like just talking to Take or something innocuous, and we've just got like the full like 70s funk music they play when someone's like sexually interested in someone else, where it's like and you see Bella doing like a full kind of like pearl clutch before the driver asks her something stupid, go away, and she like comes back to reality.
I think we're gonna dance the Plasticians to death.
Yes.
I agree.
Love that energy. Seeing you all like dressed up has like you would see a visible change in like Bella's like engagement and respect level with the group. She's like, oh, okay, you all clean up nice. And she like unironically thinks that like Trumpet and Take are dressed for the job and Tup Tup is dressed for a sleigh. That's like a distraction outfit if I've ever seen one. This is like seduce the guard energy moment.
I love this so much. Tuthak, watching all of this happen, waits patiently after applying a healthy covering of trash to blend in amongst the plasticians, and says, "Well, these are disguises. They should work for some."
They're better than the shitty ones you gave us, she says as she scoffs and looks back at the group. You all look amazing. Ignore this asshole.
Again, I'm not here to judge. So, well, you all look amazing, but we'll have to get the acorn caps back. Are you all ready and dressed for the job?
Very ready.
Yeah.
Hold on, group, and she's gonna like kind of make a head jerk to get this guy. She's intentionally gonna go to wherever this guy is standing and like stand in front of him and be like, "Excuse me." All right, group selfie, y'all. Pull in, everybody. Yes. Oh my God, Take, you look hot in this one. Oh my
you
God.
can tag me as Take the Shiitake. If you see Take's account, he's got like hundreds of thousands of followers.
Interesting. She's gonna like. All right, I mean, I guess that we have cause for a group text now. We're about to like potentially like risk our lives. I guess we can like cross that threshold.
I never touched my account anymore, but my mom likes to see my tags.
Fascinating.
All right. Well, if you are ready, then I will take you to the hole in the wall, and you may begin sneaking through the city. Let's go. And they lead you closer to this plastician city. And as you all make your way there, now we'll take a quick break from the stream. And we'll be back in how long?
We're gonna do 10.
10 minutes. Fantastic. 10 minutes, and we'll be back. We'll see y'all.
Thank you. See you in 10 minutes.
In spite of monsters that we've slayed, the nobles treat us with such hatred. They always stop us at the gate, increasing levels of taxation. I pray the gods above will send a blessing. Whoa, 'cause lately every shop takes part in stressing the gold I'm possessing. No more HP. Preparing battlegrounds, level ones in the crowd. Not many are allowed. One crit could bring them down. So squishy from the mold, they're weak but very bold. Took hours to propose, but seconds to dispose. Who starts this alone? You sadist. Yeah, they'll get ground to great dust. Oh, it's too easy. Killing alpha players, level 1 PC. No longevity. Falling off too high a tree. No more HP. No more HP. You better flee. Preparing battlegrounds, level ones in the crowd. Not many are allowed. One crit could bring them down. So squishy from the mold, they're weak but very bold. Took hours to propose, but seconds to dispose. Who starts this alone? You sadist. Yeah, they'll get ground to great dust. Oh, it's too easy. Killing alpha players, level 1 PC. No longevity. Falling off too high a tree. No more HP. Cast 2 spells now, they won't rest already. Now don't be impolite. Can't rest after each fight. Who built this class for spellcasting? Should've focused on invocation. So signed away before patron power. Gotta rest, recover, gonna take it out. Am I fanatical? Yeah. Let's do the great old one. Yeah. Am I celestial? Yeah. DM, you know what I need. I could really use some sleep. Warlock's Harley. Yeah. Cast 2 spells now. Rest already. Now don't be impolite. Can't rest after each fight. Each fight. Each fight. Now don't be impolite. Can't rest after each fight. Supposed to be a boon, but I've been hearing voices from the moment I tuned. Hue hordes of zombies right into sanity, about to break this sword. No, I cannot disown. Wisdom feeling worthy, cutting close to the bone. I'm scorned, my body does implore. Please throw that evil thing away. I'm not as brave as it appears. So many nights in tears, so my patron invaded my dreams. Offering fabled powers while impressing knights in crown. Love the flattery, but I'm hiding evil inside me. No light can break this thrall. This cursed blade, it brought out to us all. This sword was supposed to be a boon, but I've been hearing voices from the moment I tuned. Hue hordes of zombies right into sanity, about to break this sword. No, I cannot disown. Wisdom feeling worthy, cutting closer to the bone. I'm scorned, my body does implore. Please throw that evil thing away. Here at me, character ready. I'll join the crew. D20 raring, join the melee. I'm vaccinated, let's play in person. Burning tune, monk strike, paladin spike, cleric runes, roadside, druid wild shaping. I love role-playing new, race tax, full class, rewrites, homebrew 2. Just might be worth managing. I love role-playing.
Build backstory much too thick. D&D transcript for hours, been forever. Scream Eureka.
Players who can enter the story and don't need ploy, but know when to be the perfect guide. Engaging with the mission as we go on expedition. It's so awesome, I'd roll 9 to 5. Not bitter if we die. Glimmer of the prize, that would bring us back to life. All my dreaming guarantees that if I do a company, I'll fit in better than these rights. Here at me, character ready. I'll join the crew. D20 raring, join the melee. I'm vaccinated, let's play in person. Burning tune, monk strike, paladin spike, cleric roots, roadside, druid wild shaping. I love role-playing new, race tax, full class, rewrites, homebrew 2. Just might be worth managing. I love role-playing. I love role-playing. I love role-playing.
This group is homicidal.
NPC's got no vitals.
They gawk
At crime,
but soon
they'll find
the
the
DM ends the cycle saving throw.
Which may behold their eyes, these creatures will be their demise. TPK. They tree traps on the ground, make one wrong step. Wait, what's that sound? TPK.
Monsters are so burly, resistance makes them sturdy. The dungeon crawls a non-stop brawl, they waste their big spells early.
Which would be too easy. A quick end would not please me. The slow descent into madness is payback for NPCs. It's the sovereign glue that makes the arrow stay in you. TPK. This boy just rolled their saves. I guess today won't be the day. TPK. TPK.
job that I can't stand anymore. Been waiting for someone to take a shit from me. There's nothing standing between me and that door. All these players I know are who I wanna see. What if I play a druid who's fake? We can finally clear this cave. Then I can change into a creature that I wanna be. So roll, it's D&D night. Yeah. Roll play as a part of a weekend. How can I get another healing? Roll, it's D&D night. Yeah, blood is gold, gotta spend it. Merchant ring is up another pendant. Roll, it's D&D night. Yeah. It's D&D night. Role play as a part of a weekend. How can I get another healing? Roll, it's D&D night. Yeah, blood is gold, gotta spend it. Merchant ring is up another pendant. Roll, it's D&D night. Role play as a part of a weekend. How can I get another healing? Roll, it's D&D night. Yeah, the blood is gold, gotta spend it. Merchant ring is up another pendant. Roll, it's D&D night. New, this shape is what I'm feeling. Casting spells while I chew into you. Give me just one bonus action and I'll show you what a force of nature can do. I feel connected to the earth, gathering spores, plants, animals. I'm breathing, speaking, pleading. I'm the protector of all of the outdoors. Druidic circle, seeking. The Fae is nothing new. Blue what's real, heal the wounds. All animals are nice, kill monsters without fights. Give death a second life, decompose upon sight. Change my form on a whim, now fly or swim. Take a short rest after the fight. The kobold were vicious, but we won despite of our greedy rogue loot and all in sight. Oh, and now we ask her Starmer, the rogue never knows better. Our bard is tried, casting a dispel magic. Barbarian, just feel the strength check. Our paladin says she won't lift a finger. The rogue looks panicked and sad. Come on, cleric, please cast remove curse on me. I swear that I'm chafing. Get this armor off of me. I'll start praying to your deity. He says, ooh, get this armor off me.
Welcome, everyone. Gather round. We're about to begin.
Cause they have them supple demon wings. Hooves with the fur. The whole cult of summon and blood. They'll snatch your soul. Next thing you know, drunk you be low. Till dancing in chance, signing blood on these contracts. They caught up in a hellish hedonistic trance. They'll snatch your soul. Next thing you know, drunk you be low. Hey, I never summoned something like this before. This crazy demon's out of control. Had a feeling that I may not get to go home. There's no escape, they stole my soul. I'm down below, they meant to go unpreferable. I'm such a fool. Hold up, wait a minute, do I see what I think I will? They began to start eating my soul. This ain't part of the ritual. Chaos reigns amid big trouble. Tried persuasion, demon said no. Told them I'm enjoying keeping my soul, and that I would trade them all of my gold. Demon just laughed at me, didn't say more. Guess I should read the next contract in full. Cause they have them supple demon wings. Hooves with the fur. The whole cult of summon and blood. They'll snatch your soul. Next thing you know, drunk you be low. Till dancing in chance, signing blood on these contracts.
should be rewrote. Patron pointed out a couple things to know. 1 pack, come on. 2 packs, come on. 3 packs, come on. Now that's too bad, my soul remains all intact. Cause of that, you're gonna need another draft. After I sold them, they were straight inferno. I knew it was over. I found a loophole that reclaimed me. My soul is highlighted in bold, lyrics couldn't control. So I started to get up and roll like a stroller. Right out the portal, then closed it. Sorry, I had to inform ya. Just keep in mind like a warning if they show you their supple team and wings. Hooves with the fur. The whole cult of summon and blood. They'll snatch your soul. Next thing you know, drunk be low. Till dancing in chants, signing blood on these contracts. They caught up in a hellish hedonistic trance. They'll snatch your soul. Next thing you know, drunk be low. Persuading charisma is getting hazy. I bought all of these munitions, but my alignment is holding me back. These gods have faces that inside all my frustration initiate some incisions. Maybe it's time I roll for attack. Maybe we're too far off track. In spite of monsters that we've slayed, the nobles treat us with such hatred. They always stop us at the gate, increasing levels of taxation. I pray the gods above will send a blessing. Whoa, 'cause lately every shop takes part in stressing the gold I'm possessing. No more HP. Preparing battlegrounds, level 1's in the crowd. Not many are allowed, 1 crit could bring them down. So squishy from the mold, they're weak but very bold. Took hours to propose, but seconds to dispose. Who starts this alone, you sadist? Yeah, they'll gain ground to break dust. Oh, it's too easy. Killing alpha players, level 1 PC. No longevity. Falling off too high a tree. No more HP. No more HP. You better flee. Preparing battlegrounds, level 1's in the crowd. Not many are allowed, 1 crit could bring them down. So squishy from the mold, they're weak but very bold. Took hours to propose, but seconds to dispose. Who starts this alone, you sadist? Yeah, they'll gain ground to break dust. Oh, it's too easy. Killing alpha players, level 1 PC. No longevity. Falling off too high a tree. No more HP. No more HP. You better flee. No more HP. No more HP. Warlock's hardly cast two spells.
Welcome back to Roll D5, to this fantastic game called Mush by Luke Kimbrough, who is here with us, and we are so happy and so proud to be playing with the creator of the game, and we're having such a great time. For those who have just tuned in, we are playing as these 4 very functional mushrooms who have been tasked with recovering these acorn caps that these creatures that we haven't met yet, called the Plasticians, have stolen from our mushroom city. Basically, nobody really understands and knows why the main mushroom guy decided we were the best people for the job, but we're doing our best. We have Top, who's an overly enthusiastic, really tiny scout who's out there trying to become their best self. We have Trumpet, who is a very seasoned scout who's been absolutely good at getting all of their badges. And we have Bella, who is kind of full of herself but full of love, kind of mushroom influencer slash scorn DUI socialite, who's doing community service. And we have Take, who's just a very lazy mushroom.
You only included the criminal record of one of the four of us in that, and that feels pointed. That feels targeted. I just wanted to throw that out there.
The one thing I would say, if another one of these mushrooms has a criminal record, is probably my mushroom, because he's tried to pass like non-psychedelics as psychedelics. That will probably be another valid and real and in canon criminal record. But he probably just got it brushed off as a misdemeanor because he actually thought he was psychedelic.
He got caught for false advertising is what happened.
And it was an alleged DUI, by the way, too.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
There's no...
So basically, we are about to storm the city of the Plasticians, all in full drag, full beautiful, beautiful costumes. And with that, I will give the word back to Luke. Take us away into the Mushroom Kingdom.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We jump back to all of you outside of this giant black wall that is this Plastician city. And as you get close and you kind of like touch the wall, you realize there's like some give to it. It's almost rubbery in nature. And if you couldn't really tell what rubber is as mushrooms, it's definitely something that you have trouble breaking down. Normally a lot of trash and stuff you can kind of break down just naturally being mushrooms, but this is taking a long time, and you may now can tell why they built their city inside of this. But in the wall there is a gap. It seems to be a small tear just big enough for you all to squeeze your way through to get inside of the city. It's hidden behind a lot of discarded trash and some plant life that is slowly starting to come through all of this debris. Tutak looks at all of you and says, once inside, you must make it to the tall missing tower I pointed at, the one with the giant's face on it. That is where they took the acorn caps.
Do we know who the giant is?
No, don't. I think that just a giant, one of the giants that just is sometimes around our home, but I don't know what importance they have here. Perhaps they worship this giant as a deity of some kind. Perhaps its name is missing. Perhaps they seek to sacrifice or give these acorn caps to the giant as an offering. I don't know why.
I'm going to say that Bella stands up on this. Bella had been sitting on the back and spine of the driver, who was on all fours, so that she would have like a non-dirty place to sit during the time all the others were working, and she was cheering them on and giving them the moral support necessary for them to be successful. And at that, she, like, hearing about like the potential human sacrifice, is like, oh, interesting. Like, okay, I'm kind of outing myself as a true crime girly, but like, fascinating. Go on.
So you listen to the Sporecasts.
I do. Yes, all the best ones. Anything like Vengeful Wives, Serial Killer. I honestly will throw in a good like mushroom cult every now and then, just to kind of like spice up the roto, just to keep it like fresh. But I'm sorry, I'm suddenly interested in anything that you have to say. Continue.
As I was saying, Once inside, I don't know where they have taken the acorn caps inside of that structure, but I presume somewhere important. So perhaps the building is a temple of some kind. But I will make sure to keep this way open, because if you draw attention to yourselves or the alarm is sounded, there will be no other way out. But if you can, you might be able to get out through the main entrance if you are able to get past the guards.
So you are a glorified doorman.
In this instance, yes.
Can we just go? All that talk about people who kill cereals kind of got me scared, and let's just go get the caps and go home, okay?
It's it's okay, Tup Tup. We will go through this mission. We will do phenomenal. Everybody here will be great, and then we'll get you a couple badges at the end of it. Just got to be brave.
Okay. Brave.
You should get Top more than a couple of badges.
Oh no!
Tup
With
Tup
everything,
deserves the world now that I have seen you in action in the way that you have stepped up here.
Tup Tup thinks they're doing like a runway walk, but is still terrible at these high heels. So it is
Yes,
just
yes, yes. Oh my God, Bella's gonna have the driver do the like. Do it right.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Let's do it. Let's go bucket in the spores.
Bucket in the spores.
Bucket in the spores.
Tutak does what they can to kind of open up this gap in the wall a bit further so you all can fit through without having to be as squished. And you are all let inside of the Plastician city. Once inside, you can see all the buildings are made up of such a strange materials, this smooth-like substance that reminds you of leaves, but denser. Some of them are kind of waxy and not dissimilar to some consistency of your own caps in consistency. But though some of them also have these wonderful little designs on them that you can't make really heads or tails of, but they're very fun to look at. Most of them are slowly falling apart in one way or another due to the elements. But the city itself is fairly bustling with other plasticians. Plasticians not really having much to do other than gather more trash. They are just constantly bringing in more and more trash into their city.
How do they look?
I was just gonna ask that. Get out of my brain. I was just gonna ask, like, what does the average one look like? Yes.
They are all a conglomeration of different appearances. They all have a base look of being made of melted plastic. Just disintegrating melted plastic is the base look for most of them, but some of them are different colors. Some of them still have wrappers attached or stickers from whatever they were melted from initially. But they move around very much like Gumby, if you remember Gumby from back in the day.
I want to stop one plastician and talk to them.
Perfect. All right. You see one. It seems to be having a red label wrapped around it as it's carrying what appears to be, well, just a jumble of cardboard is what we would say.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
What kind of mushroom are you?
Okay.
Mush.
I mean, answer because I'm interested, but also, like, don't ask people that.
Can't go around asking people what kind of mushrooms they are. Gosh.
Precisely. Thank you, Tup Tup.
It's Plastician, guys.
I'm not a mushroom. What kind of plastician are you?
The one wrapped around fabric.
Huh. Oh, okay.
Do you by any chance know where they took that big haul this morning?
Oh, yeah. Oh, phew. I do.
I want to see it.
Oh, you want to go to it? Oh, all right. Hang on. You see it kind of narrow its eyes and give you a up and down look. And this is where we're going to see how good your handiwork for disguise is. Please give me, this will not be a fun guy roll. This will be a squish roll.
Oh, good. So that's a
For
3
your
plus 1.
physical,
4.
yes. So you said you got a 4?
4.
Perfect. So mixed success, still good. They look you up and down. Say, yeah. I know where it is. But I don't think I should be telling any plastician where it is. You might have to go talk to the big plasty.
Can I try to intimidate this plastician?
Absolutely.
Should I roll first or try to intimidate first?
Roll me the intimidate. Go ahead and do the intimidation and then roll fun guy as your.
Got it. Listen, you little shit. We don't have all day to listen to you're on and 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 on. Okay? All right, tell my friend what he needs to know, and then she's gonna like lean in and grab the scruff of the neck and pull him up, or else I will beat the shit out of you in this public street. Okay? Are we good? Are we capiche? And then at the capiche, she's gonna like throw him backward, not in a way that allows him to land on his feet, but enough to where she like throws him back.
I'll turn the trumpet and say Bella is a very scary plastician.
Blush.
Go ahead and give me that roll.
It's a 3.
Okay, still good. All right. So you throw this plastician back, and they go, I guess I can kind of give you the direction. It's that way.
She's gonna open palm smack the politician.
Miss Bella, your community service, they said maybe you shouldn't. Why don't we come on, let's go this way and like
Top, your job is to make sure that there are no witnesses. You all are on watch.
Sometimes
Okay, I'm
just
sorry, I'm
do.
trying to like keep a straight face to this.
Aetherius, you said you were not gonna play a villain. You said it.
Oh no, yeah, I did. I'm sorry.
You're like me. You're cursed to repeat your mistakes.
I'm gonna just keep playing the same character and everything. Please, everybody, watch as I like abuse this like service worker in service of my short-term plans. After she like open palm slaps him, she's gonna like lift him back on this, and it's giving the like, you know, when a detective will walk into like a room where there's somebody waiting to be interrogated and they like, kick over their chair and they're like, where are the bodies? Like it's escalated.
I think Tup has started crying.
I was like, oh no, Tup, it's okay. And I'm just gonna kind of like lead Tup, and I'm gonna look at Taka and be like, take care of this, please. It's okay.
This is why they got rid of the interrogation techniques badge.
Yes, but though I do have that badge, this is partially one of the reasons why we got rid of that.
Oh, yeah,
But it's okay. Now I'm gonna show you the counseling badge that you can also get too, that came in after the interrogation badge got removed.
In the background, you just hear like, "You think you're hot shit, huh?"
You piece of bullshit!
That's what I want to know.
Oh, I'm crying. Oh man.
We need to go get the acorns. I want to go home.
They're that way. They're that way.
Okay, let's go. Buckets.
Kaka would just like take a piece of his cap and offer it to the plastician and be, "You will feel better."
That's perhaps we didn't want you to go down this game. I think Tup and Trumpet are leaving.
It's good for his health.
Come on, guys, let's go. Thank you, sir. We appreciate. Don't tell anybody what you just saw. So it's just gonna come on, guys. Come on. Let's go.
Bella is gonna like square up with is gonna like put her face in front of his face. Just like, if you say a fucking word, I will come find you. Okay? You clear, motherfucker. And she's gonna like push him back. This time, not hard enough for him to land on his butt, but enough to where he kind of like scrambles back to find his weight. And then she's like, "All right, let's go, gang. I think we've learned all that we can learn from here."
I think that's a good idea.
And then she's gonna like put like a shoulder, or like a hand on like Tup's shoulder in a way like not fully understanding that she's the catalyst for this current like all the anxiety. She just thinks it's like, "Oh, it's been a long day, and honestly, so much has happened." And so she's like, "Tup."
Yeah. Okay. Let's just go get the
Hey, Trumpet,
Yes.
can you get badges rescinded?
Yes. Surprisingly, you can.
Well, we need to be careful. I don't want you losing any.
Good point.
You were very proud of your peace badge when you got it the first time.
I know. Then I lost it, and I got it back again. I don't look to lose it a third time.
This is another like secret uwu moment when Bella hears the Trumpet like had his peace badge and then lost it and then regained it in some like act of heroism, diplomacy. Yeah. So it's very private, very secret. But again, it's like that like anime like upshot where you just see like her have this moment and then switch back to the group.
Let's go in the direction the plastician pointed. Let's make their sacrifice count.
Yes.
Well, they're not. Never mind.
They sacrificed their dignity. They sacrificed their dignity.
Okay.
Okay, let's start the camp song. Take us away, Tup, as we begin.
Hi, my name is Joe.
My name is Joe.
I work in the button factory.
And I work in a button factory.
I have a wife
And a
3
wife.
kids.
And a lot of kids.
My boss said, push this button with your right hand. It just goes on forever, like all good camp songs do.
Perfect.
What if
When
the
does the
mushroom
beat
doesn't
drop?
wanna
I'm so
have one?
confused.
What if the mushroom wants to have a husband?
That's a good point. Honestly, that's gay erasure, and that's something to be talked about.
It's about a main character named Joe, and canonically, Joe has a wife. But it doesn't necessarily mean either of them are like straight. But
None
Joe
of this
works in the button
matters because I
factory, and it's
learned
all
it on
about
the
fucking
internet,
with
and I'm
buttons.
upset about it. So
We're mushroom. We reproduce through spores.
I just like to push buttons.
As you walk through the plastician city, you follow in the direction the one tortured plastician told you to go to. And as you walk, you do see the building up ahead that Tutak pointed out to you when you were outside the city. A tall, square structure with a giant's face plastered to it. And you see at the entrance of this, there are two burly-looking plasticians. They just seem to be more plastic to them. And they are standing and they're holding what appears to be a metal cable that is wrapped like a electrical wire that is wrapped around I forget the class of battery, but like one of those super thin disc batteries at the end of it.
Yeah, you were talking about that earlier. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Mhm.
Exactly, yes. And it seems to be a makeshift taser of sorts.
Now, is that familiar to
Don't give
us?
this to Bella.
Not at all.
Okay, so we have no idea.
Can Bella just try to, on just sheer moxie and audacity alone, just walk past these people with this group and then question them for questioning her?
Yes, I will need a roll for confidence. So this is going to be this is going to be more charisma. So this is going to be a fun guy.
Oh, okay, I get a +1 on that. Hell yeah.
Yes, and I will need one of these from everybody.
Oh,
Be cool, everybody.
I'm not. I'm more squishy.
We got 2 pluses,
guy.
2 minuses, so I think it's balanced at
Oh
least.
wow, I got a 5.
You got a 5.
Nice. Five.
I got a 6 plus what is a 7 possible?
Sure,
Is
yeah.
that
I mean, it's critical.
Hey, I have an
And
emotional 7, like a metaphorical 7, and I feel great.
I'm an emotional 7.
And then a 3. Successes across the board. Through take it away. What does this look like? You are the queen here.
I'm gonna say that, like, as Bella is walking and as she sees like the authority figures and kind of feels the group like behind her slow down a little bit, she's gonna like turn over her shoulder to where you'd only get the profile, and she's gonna be like, "I got this," and she's gonna walk up to the guard on the right, and he's gonna look him square in his eyes, and he's gonna clap. "Can you open the door, please? Do you not know who I am and who we are? Excuse me?"
Sure. Fumbles with keys, unlocks, pushes, holds
Why
it
in my
open.
brain am I like, this needs a dash of Karen. What is your name, sir? I want to talk to your manager. It'd be great to have your first and last name and an employee ID number if you have it.
Gary is my name.
Pumped up. And she's gonna be like, "Write this down. What's your name?"
Gary.
Gary.
That's the fakest fucking name I've ever heard. Do you want to get backhanded?
No, ma'am. Don't. I'm so sorry.
One more time, and your name is?
It is Gary. I talked. My parents were. Well, my parents don't. I don't have parents. I'm a plastician, but that was the name I was given.
I mean, technically speaking, the people that gave you your name could be your parents.
I mean, like, my name's Tup, so it would be good, Gary.
Your name is beautiful and perfect, Tup.
Thank you.
And like, Bella's gonna like make the move, do like the almost like Chappelle show, where like she's gonna do like the back of the hand and then doesn't. And then she's gonna look to the other guard who she hasn't been talking to. The next time I walk through this fucking gate, you better open it before I come in with 10 feet of you assholes. And then she's gonna like not break eye contact from the second guard, and it's gonna like gesture for the rest of us to walk through.
They just cower under your gaze as you all walk past. And
Are we gonna carry our way through Plasticien City?
Okay, so Tep, that was a master class in the SAS badge. So please make sure you took notes on that. So that way.
Actually, we've been calling it the Karen badge, so it kind of works.
Oh, you guys changed the name of it. Cool.
It's like a bad nickname, kind of.
You see like a pleasant look of shock and surprise go over Bella's face as she looks down, and in each of her hands has materialized, almost grown from her very self, a SAS and Karen badge, respectively. And without saying anything, she shows them to both. She shows them to everybody. She shows them to the group. And she is gonna do, this is like such a very distinct like white woman actress thing. Like again, the very I just like,
yay, your first badge. You want to hear the first badge song?
Yeah.
I don't at all, but and then she's gonna like talk it.
I mean, you are a very competitive individual, Bella, and it's fine if you have two, but Trumpet still has more than 500 badges.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
we always celebrate the first badge because you can't have 500 if you didn't have one. So
That's right.
we're so proud of you.
But it feels a little bit underwhelming to see someone having just one, right?
Don't insult the badge.
Listen, we're all going to, as we go inside here, we're going to sing the first badge song together. And in fact, I think I can even write to get you your first badge, Taki. This would be yours too.
So I need to sing the first badge song.
Yes.
Yeah.
I need to invent the first badge song.
No.
It's
right
like a
now,
chant
do
or a
it.
cheer.
Yeah.
So it's like a participation badge.
No. Because you did it.
Good. I want to punch something.
Okay,
Oh.
let's go do that.
Yeah.
And just very quiet, you just hear, we are proud of you. Yeah, we are proud of you.
You're off the hook for
Walking
now,
along.
Take, but at some point I want an improvised camp song, and I'll be very fucking upset if I don't get that. I just want to let you know that.
I have zero creativity, Bella. I am sorry.
Bella is surprisingly gonna say, "Don't talk about my friend like that."
Oh.
And that's called character development.
Yeah.
Perfect. Inside this building, it is almost what would be the small trash equivalent of a corporate headquarters is what the interior looks like. If the inside of a corporate building looked like trash. And when you walk in, there are plasticians moving about, and they don't seem to be paying you all too much mind at the moment. They seem to be too focused on what they're doing. But you can see that there seems to be some more guards inside that are kind of seem to be on high alert. And you don't see a specific location for where the acorn caps could be. But you do see a door with more guards in front of it, deeper into the building.
Is there anything in here that like I could like track, or is it all like manufactured? Doesn't have like there's not going to be footprints, there's not going to be smells, there's not going to be.
I'd say you could probably, utilizing your little like mushroom mycelium, you could probably figure something out from the decomposing nature of this trash. So go ahead, and this will be a fungi roll.
Oh, that's a 1, so that's a 2. Ooh, I get my first spore. That sounds like
First
me.
spore. Oh, and in the worst possible location to reveal mushroomness. Oh boy.
Oh no! Oh my god. The way that I had like several revelations in the span of that like 3 seconds, I was like, oh shit, oh god. Okay. No.
Up top spores look like they were drawn by a child. So they look kind of just like little like pencil sketched like X's and like circles just kind of like coming out of them.
You try and focus in, but there's just, yes, this explosion of spores that occurs as you are looking around and you don't get anything and you start to feel a little frustrated and just naturally, in your frustration, an explosion of spores. And that is when all the plasticians that were initially paying you any mind suddenly turn and look.
Taki, I think you might get to punch something now.
Can we do a third act, like 90s Disney movie thing where I want to pull Take and I want to like lock Take in. I'm going off the rails, Luke. I'm sorry. I just want to like prepare for this. I just want you to know we're flying far off the rails here. All right,
Perfect.
Take, look at me.
Uh-huh.
Okay. We got this. I sense a general maybe potential for rhythm in you, and I'm just going to count on your ability to sing and dance in this moment. And I want like Bella's gonna start performing, like, you know that song that's like at the end of a Goofy movie, there's like the in-universe like pop stars like Bella is gonna like do a full on, and she is expecting Take to like join, be a hype man, take dollar tips from the audience, beatbox, you know, promote any, like just like follow my lead, like you'll figure it out.
Oh, go ahead, Justin.
No, I was gonna interact with Tup Tup and say like, I would kind of like put down, it's like, it's okay, we all get frustrated. I do the same thing too. It's all right.
Yeah, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's okay. But I seeing what Take and Bella are doing, I kind of like creep over towards Trumpet, and I'm like, I think it's time to utilize our Art of Distraction badge, and just pulls down a ski mask from absolutely nowhere.
In unison too, just like.
And while they are doing this distracting performance, we go looking for.
Do we have to roll something?
Yes, there's gonna be some rolls here. I'm so excited for this. All right, so from Take and Bella, what I need from you both, I'll give you the choice. Bella, I definitely think you're gonna be doing fungi, because you're being a distraction, using your charisma. But Take, if you want, you can either kind of do the physical movements or for squish, or also try to do charisma based.
I think I'm going to obey. So just like min-maxing squish is better, but Bella's very adamant order is actually pushing me towards fungi.
Perfect. I love it. Go ahead. I'm gonna have you both roll first.
Oh, this is not good, friends.
Oh no.
This is not good. This is a 1.
Oh my. Oh.
I got a 3. So.
Okay.
So with a 1, I do spore too, right?
That is correct. What do your spores look like?
Okay. Question. For the sake of chaos, because everybody knows how much I love this. How much are Take's spores highly psychedelic?
Rolling a d20. Yeah.
Ooh, surprise roll. Oh no.
I think they're a 1 or a 20.
Hake,
Yes.
your spores are super psychoactive.
Let's go.
I would say with the one, Take basically like farted his entire existence out in this highly psychedelic spores.
Are the mushrooms, the other three of us, and the plastic similarly affected?
For the sake of time, no. I will say y'all are free for this, but I will say these psychedelics, I'm going to allow Bella, you do now all get to roll with advantage. All of your next rolls will have, for all of you, will roll with advantage because of the psychoactive spores being the case. So, Bella, if you want to go ahead and roll for advantage with what you just did.
Okay. Yeah.
If it's higher, then we'll take it. If it's
Oh,
not,
wow. That's a 5 + 1, which is a 6. That is better.
Nice. Beautiful. Perfect performance enhanced by psychoactive drugs.
Yes.
It is.
Ella gets a little bit of it, but
party.
she just is like she leverages it. All right. She
can
is
feel the
the drugs, and the
culture
drugs are her in this moment. Yeah.
She's familiar.
There is a fantastic distraction going on. Top and Trumpet. Both of you, please give me squish rolls as you sneak away to hopefully get through these doors where these guards are. And with advantage, don't forget.
Still 4.
Perfect.
2.
Oh no. Oh, no.
I think maybe Tup is so little that even though they should be immune to the psychedelics, they've literally never been exposed to anything ever. So it's like when you give a toddler a sip of wine and they're like, whoa.
I love it. So once again, another poof of spores from Tup. And it's a little tough. Trumpet, you are able to sneak away pretty successfully. But one of the plasticians that's being affected by the drug sees Tup let out more spores and says, "Oh, more! What is that?"
That's nothing. There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. I'm just gonna grab on the Tup. Nothing to see here. Kibai. Hey, look, a distraction.
Wow, look
Roll
at Miss
fungi.
Bella. She's so good at that. I don't have
Bella's
that.
inexplicably had like 2 separate costume changes at this point. There's like inexplicably now like
I can see
pyrotechnics.
Bella in like
she's
full
dancing.
Daft Punk, like Interstellar, like just flying around the stars, feeling herself, like feeling her oats.
She's living her life.
It's so good. As you say, look over there, distraction. This plastician turns and looks at Bella. Is like, yeah. And you both are able to get away through these doors successfully.
I will take a quick moment to say to Tup and be like, I'm going to be very frank with you. I did not expect that to work.
Me either.
Okay, continue on.
Let's get to acorns.
You two walk through with your ski masks on and your pokes at the ready, and as you walk through these doors, you kind of wind down these hallways, up some stairs a little bit, and then you find this large circular door that is equivalent to like a safe door, but it appears to be slightly open. It doesn't appear to be locked all the way.
Wait. My Master of Disguise and Sleuth badges have taught me we should check for traps.
It's a good idea. Have you had your trap? Your trap checking badge yet?
No, I just know we should do it. I don't know actually how to do it.
Okay, that's okay. I got this. And I will go and begin to search to make sure we don't have any traps.
go ahead and this will be, as a visual using your brain, this will be a fun guy.
Fun guy, that's going to be a 4 for me.
Nice. You look around this door, kind of in investigating and perceiving, and you don't see any very obvious traps. It doesn't appear to be rigged with anything. It appears that someone may have just accidentally left the door open. Plasticians aren't known for their intelligence.
We're still going to proceed with caution, Tup, so make sure you take an exaggerated step above the thing as we go inside. Push the door open.
In high calf stilettos, big chunky mushroom waddle, just kind of yeah. Thinking they're super stealthy, but it's actually just because Bella is so good that no one has noticed.
Oh, so good. Inside this room, you see piles and piles and piles of acorn caps, stacked high, far more than you realize you are able to carry away in this moment.
Okay.
I'm always prepared, but they're not going to fit in my knapsack.
While we're in there, is there anything that might be able to assist us with dragging more out?
I think I probably have a sleeping bag.
Ooh,
I would
that is
say
good.
I would say you could definitely have
I want
one.
a sleeping bag.
You see, vehicles can't become canon in here. You see a forklift.
Okay, Tep. Now, I have my forklifter operator badge. Have you begun anything with relation to vehicles whatsoever yet?
I have my operating small machines badge, like lawnmowers and Roombas, but I have not done a forklift yet.
Okay, well, first rule is always safety first. You're gonna see as like I bring out my backpack, I'm gonna pull out 2 things of safety goggles for the both of us to wear, and I'm gonna bring out like a small little safety hat. Put one on you, put one on me.
Aren't our mushroom caps kind of like our safety hats? Oh well.
You hear a distant from the next room. You don't know how she intuited this, but just like a distant nerds.
That's how she says she likes us. I'm learning about her.
Yes, that's exactly it. Okay, so you're gonna be on the passenger side, and I will show you and explain everything as we go through and get as many caps as we can out of here.
I would say while this happens, Take is sitting on the floor tripping, and just completely elated that this actually happened. Like he just hit puberty, like mushroom puberty.
This is a coming of age story, and I appreciate that, Daniel, that you brought that element.
It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Oh, so good.
Looking at all the Plasticians around him dripping makes him so proud.
Bella's just straight up signing autographs right now, right? And then like flipping her hair to the other side. She signs some more.
All of the Plasticians see Bella like a goddess.
Mm-hmm.
like exploding flowers from her cap. And
oh my god, I'd like to think that like while she was performing, she straight up like grew to like two flower gays to be like her backup dancers, materialized from the sheer slay of the performance. They were born and brought up.
I would say any single thing that Aetherius is describing is like multiply multiplied by 3 on the Plasticians' mind because they're basically looking at a much larger show in their brains as this happens. So this concert is the concert of their life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
By the
so
way, I
good.
need to make a quick note here of how fantastic it is that our subtitles translate Plasticians to PlayStations.
Oh, they're so
That's
cute.
hilarious.
That's so funny.
Oh, one last thing.
Love
You're
that.
gonna see the driver at an inexplicably built merch table as he sits and is taking money and cards and first as he's like selling Bella
What is
t-shirts
what
and
is
stuff.
Plastician money?
Oh,
Just
plastician
give
money.
them drugs and music. Just give them drugs and
Yes.
music, and they will buy any shit, and you can buy you sell
Absolutely.
Like I feel like it's like thumbtacks or something.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely thumbtacks. Oh my
Conversion rate's not great, but you know, we can make it work.
So
Okay, so we forklift our acorn caps. Tup's taking vigorous notes.
fantastic.
of how to use
This as you were all forklifting the acorn caps into the largest pile you can possibly manage, you are realizing that there must have been another way for them to bring this sheer amount of acorn caps into this place that wasn't through the door that you just walked through.
Mhm.
And in the back, you can see what looks to be like an opening of some kind that is a garage door, but that's not what you would know it as. It just seems to be an elevated sliding door that would go up to the ceiling.
Is it open?
Okay.
It is closed.
Well, there's not a badge for door opening, but I think I can handle this one.
I believe in you, Tap.
And I would like to because Tup is not strong, and they know that about themselves, but they are
And
pretty
you have
smart.
a massive sword.
What?
And you have a massive sword.
I do have a massive sword, but before I would even need to try that, I would look for some sort of mechanism. Simple Machines badge.
You're able to find something that looks like a mechanism near-ish to the door on the side wall from it.
Yeah, and I'll engage or flip or whatever it is.
You do, and the door slowly starts to open. And as it opens, you see a pretty clear-looking runway where a large, for lack of a better term, a plane sits that looks like it could probably carry all of the acorn caps.
Because we are mushrooms, are we tapped into any sort of like mycelium network? Is there any way that I can communicate with Taki and
Oh my
Bella
God.
without
Big picture questions. Yes.
screaming?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think
like that.
I think Tup was like super into this, like ski mask, opened the door, there's a plane, there's like, okay, Bella, we got the payload. Time for escape. Let's go. Out the back. There's a flying car. And it's
There's
like,
a wrong way
MI6
for
movie.
you, Bella.
I love that. You flash back to Bella, and she's gonna break fourth wall. This bitch is gonna look directly in the camera as she's like signing this and is gonna like hand it back. Inexplicably, Bella has like a weave now. She has like a hairpiece that is like blown, right? Like the backup flower gaze. I'm gonna say they are like two tulips behind her. Also have had like a glow up, and they are now just like following behind her, like the fucking like vampire organization that followed Dakota Fanning in the fucking Twilight. There's always like two exactly behind her, and she returns to the group with like no or is gonna return with like no mention or recognition that like anything has changed or that anything is different.
And just the driver just carrying so many thumbtacks, like just getting
Yes. Yeah, he has like a giant, like he himself has like all of it, or like is holding it, and then he also around like I'm gonna say his waist is pulling like a little bag. He's like hollowed out a little tea bag and has all of the tacks and is pulling it behind him. And every so often, Bella's like, "Hurry up!"
I'm trying.
She's very much like, "You'll get insurance if you've earned it." Okay. And so far, less than impressed.
Hey, Mr. Take, how long do your special spores usually last? I think maybe we should get on that air car.
I think they last until the end of the universe, dear Top Top.
I respect that you think that. But my
You know
science
we are
badge
all,
says,
we are all connected.
yeah. My science badge says probably not. We should go.
You are me, and I am you.
Tap Tap
I am
He
the
is
walrus. I heard my dad say that once.
Tap Tap He is like gone right now. It's one of those where you're gonna need to ask Bella if she could drag Taki with them back over here as like backing up like the forklift into the thing.
I think Tup Tup has their like care for the elderly badge and is like that is what they are equating this situation with Take, and so they like just go over and like take the equivalent of the shoulder, like the crook of the arm. It's like, okay, Mr. Take, we're gonna go home now. We got the acorns.
Your
We did it.
arms feel like clouds.
Thank you. Thank you. I moisturize. Miss
You
Bella.
get 2 claps from
We
Bella.
are 95% water, so we're technically always moist.
Mm.
That one gets Tup Tup. They're like,
Bella's gonna clap twice, and you are going to see the like tulip gaze like just fall into formation. You know, I'm gonna have them fucking like, I told you I was going off the rails. I'm just gonna like let my mind roll. I'm gonna have them like vogue into place as they like reach out and start getting more of the acorns and anything that has fallen back. They're like covering like all of the bases and are gonna make sure that like everything makes it into the flying car that Tup Tup has been in. And Bella's gonna put like the most sincere arm so far, because character development, over Tup Tup, and is like, you know, you really impressed me out there. You lived up to this outfit, kid. He's gonna give you like 2 shoulder squeezes, and then it's gonna be like, here. And she like motions with the finger like this, and she's like, you can have one of these gays. This is now your gay.
my own gay. I've
And
always
he just like
wanted
vogues his way like over behind you, Tup Tup.
Mom said I had to wait till I was older because you have to like feed them and walk them and stuff.
Overrated. No. You will be more than fine. Just like stock up on vodka, I would say, specifically knowing this one. And she like laughs and she like looks
This
at the
notebook,
phone.
like vodka with a CAH at the end.
Tap Tap,
And
if you don't
Vodka
mind, come.
comes from potatoes.
Okay.
Tap
We are
Tap,
I
if,
have no reason to believe it, but also have no reason not to believe it.
Tap Tap, if you can come over to the passenger seat, you're gonna earn your aircraft badge today.
Wow. Okay, Mr. Take, you sit here and put on your seatbelt. I'm gonna go fly the air bike.
You don't
Yeah.
need an airplane to fly, Top Top.
I don't have time to earn that badge right now. I think I go up and I let Trumpet teach me how to fly a plane back home to Rootington.
As you were
Okay.
getting settled in, the end of the universe must have happened for the Plasticians because their high drops, and you start to hear yelling as Plasticians start to realize, oh, the acorn caps are gone. And you can see back at the entrance where y'all came through a horde of Plasticians, all carrying varieties of different weaponry, are charging towards the plane as the last of the acorn caps are being pushed in by these tulip gays. And
I would say Take's still like farting psychedelics at them as the plane blasts off.
Yeah, I think the ski masks have like inexplicably been replaced with like giant aviators, and we're both just like, feel it, Mr. Trumpet.
Yeah. Do you feel that trumpet? I got the need for speed.
Yeah, that's right. Let's do it.
Bella
Slam on
casts a
the throttle.
glance from the back of the
Do the- all the
plane,
trumpet
seeing
things
Trumpet
in
fly this plane is like doing it for her, and she's just like, she's gonna ooh silently as the trumpet case. They're about to be separated, and so they're saying their goodbyes.
Okay, good. As you hit the throttle, the plane moves forward, and from talking, the spores continue bursting out, creating a cloud, like a plane riding effect almost, as the
Let's
spores
nuke
disperse.
the Plastician city with LSD. Yes. With psilocybin.
So good. And you take off with successfully acquiring all the acorn caps, and you fly them back to your home in Rootington. And landing's a little rough, as there's not a landing strip in Rootington, but you make it work. And you successfully bring back all the acorn caps that were stolen, and you are hailed as heroes. And you are all given your successful hero badges as part of this mission. And Bella, your community service is fulfilled.
I just want to thank me for just like consistently shutting it down in a way that makes it impossible for anybody to compare. And I just like, thank you so much.
You still have 2 badges. They have 500.
She is gonna like look down at that remark from Take and is gonna like take off the sash with all the badges.
Sash.
And she's gonna put it back on Trumpet, and she's gonna give him like a very like end of Star Wars like kiss on the cheek at this, to where it's like not like that big of a deal by modern standards, but like you get the implied weight of the gesture. And she looks at Trumpet briefly, and then is in a move that is so different from like the Bella that we've seen. She's gonna like give you her mushroom cell phone number and then like skedaddle. She's like, "Gays,"
Follow you.
or gay. Oh my god, I'm gonna take this even more off the rails because we're about to end. She's gonna turn around and she is gonna see one of the tulip gays on their knee with a ring in front of the other tulip gay, and she, instead of like doing the dry crying, like genuinely like starts to tear up, and she's gonna put one arm on Tup's shoulder.
Do I get to be the mushroom of honor?
I don't know, but we need to find new gays, both of us.
You don't think they should be
This is so beautiful.
Oh,
Can we end in like a Shrek 2, like the credit scene at the two tulip gays' wedding? We're like all doing karaoke.
And then in another jump cut, we see Take opening up the psychedelic store with genuine psychedelic mushroom spores.
with his license in hand.
Yes, it's a beautiful moment.
License
you see in
and
the picture
badge.
like a board, but
License
like present
and
Bella on her phone in the background.
I got my personal quest. I got my psychedelic like dispensary license.
The art.
What a
It's
beautiful
incredible.
time. And with that, the camera zooms out over Rootington, and we see the entire Mushroom City thriving once again. And classic circles in, and then a close.
Yeah.
And that is Mush.
Woo!
Yeah. This is my first time since like joining. I'm like, oh, maybe I took Like tonight, they're probably reconsidering after like how far I took the sucker off the rails. They're like, "Oh, this okay."
Oh, this was
This is
fan.
quite the opposite. Here, chaos is embraced, nurtured, and encouraged.
Mm.
Yes, 100%.
Truly
Things
so
I was
much
not
fun. You guys are so
expecting
much fun.
to be in this game about mushrooms. Cars. Fantastic. I love that was here. That's great. I love
It's a
that.
Hot Wheel.
Mhm.
Which
A
I think
road
they
trip.
playing with like one of those like a Hess truck brand like
Yes.
pullback.
Like Hot Wheels, all those. It's so good.
I need a spin-off
So-
series about the Tulip Gays. Yesterday.
Oh my gosh. Imagine just a little like anime about two tulip gays.
And it's slice
that'd be
of
so
life. Yes.
Oh.
That's free. That's on the house.
Mm.
Okay. And if you make like a super feel good like slice of life anime about these like you have the intellectual property, just let me know because I want to like eat an edible and watch it because that would be amazing.
Look,
would
voice
be
of God here. We need to have
Oh,
that
God?
happen now, or Bella is gonna have a Karen moment.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna Bella's gonna freak out. 'Cause you guys were rude. She doesn't like that. So
So, my dear friends, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and thank you so much to Luke for taking us to your world and showing us your fungi experience. This was a very fun game. We are going to go and have a little bit of a round of final introductions for each and every one of you. So remember to use this opportunity to plug whatever you want to plug, and to tell us a little bit more about yourself, where can people find you, and what type of projects you are embarked in right now. So let's go all actually in the opposite route that we went from the beginning. Let's start with Nat.
Hello, I am Nat. You can find me on the internet at Nat20Wife. I'm a cast member here at RD5. I'm half of Don Marshall Entertainment. I make TikToks, and I play games. Yeah, that's me.
Fantastic. Dearest Justin.
Hey everybody, thanks again for tuning in. I am GM Justin. You can find me at all of my socials at Forever GM Justin. And yeah, I am also a member of the Roll D5 team. And you can find me not only just here, but you can find me starting tomorrow over at Twisted Fates, where I'm going to be playing Victor Ramos over for their the finale of Chapter 1 of their their Candela Obscura
Nice.
campaign. And then I'll be part of Chapter 2 with my actual circle. Then you can also find me every third Sunday over at Ain't Got Crit with Philly by Night. I'll be playing Knuckles. And then I'm also one of the 3 folks here that are playing in the Castleton project. So yeah.
Hey, Castleton, stand up. Woo!
Yeah, hopefully we'll keep alive through this games of death and deception and intrigue.
Yes. And
It'll
that's
be
all
a
I can
good
think.
story either way.
I know
Exactly.
that some of us here have more secrets in their vault than the rest of us.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But I'm not gonna point at anybody. And speaking of which, the wonderful Aetherius.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much for having me. This is my first time doing a thing on this channel since like officially joining, which if you didn't know, I officially like joined. So much fun. I love these opportunities to be so dumb and so stupid in like such a gloriously like fun and cathartic way. Thank you to Luke for both like introducing me to the system and for letting me like just again fucking run buck wild as it came up. So I am at Vampire Himbo on most socials. The only 2 exceptions to that are Twitch and TikTok, and on those 2 I am Vampire_Himbo. Honestly, just go to linktree.com/Vampire Himbo. It's all there. It's all a little bit more accessible there. But yeah, you can, as has been mentioned, catch me on the smash hit Castleton. I am playing Phineas Revelborn, who is like an in-universe morning show host for the matching season, which is kind of like the central narrative mechanic for Castleton. And so I do a lot of fun things and have done a lot of bonus content and have a lot of bonus content coming up for that. So keep an eye out for that. As mentioned by Justin, you can catch me as the very complicated Jean-Pierre in Philly by Night over on our good friends at Ain't Got Crit. I just did what I think is probably some of my best work, just objectively, with Candace the Magnificent and with Calamity and with Daryl Tyrone. Little short story teaser. Candace the Magnificent plays my long-term therapist who murders me and then turns me into a vampire and then abandons me, and that's when Calamity, the angel, the saint Annalie, comes in and etc. It's so fucking good, dude. Like, I cannot express how good it is. Last thing I'm gonna promote, second to last thing, Movia Tuesdays. On is in that. That's on Boxed and Quill. Check it out. It's hella dope. But the big thing, and I'm so excited, this is actually the first time that I get to talk about this since this has like been announced, but I recently decided upon myself to set out and start offering PR and media and social media services to indie and smaller creators within the TTRPG space. And so I really looked at like industry standards and like what the average for pricing was. And I really wanted to create like a package that I thought would be relatively affordable for anybody, you know? So we have stuff there that's like under $100 where you still get graphic design, you still get that like one-on-one time with me and complimentary follow-ups. But yeah, I'm so pumped. It is such a moment of satisfaction and catharsis to just kind of like cross the finish line and to have the full menu of services. So if you are interested in that, and this is about to change, but before tonight, and you know, even if you're watching this VOD, it's going to be, just send me an email at vampirehimbo@gmail.com. If you are watching this in the future, I would check out my threads. I'm going to be sharing a form. I found immediately that it will be a lot easier for me to sort through folks if I have like a dedicated form to fill out, and so please be patient with me. I'm going to get all of that put together as I get the form out. But yeah, thank you so much for the stage. Appreciate it again, like the free reign to just run Buckwell. This was such a joy to play with you all.
Thank you so much, Aetherius, and congratulations on your new venture. It sounds like something that not only it's needed out there for so many people, it's actually something that we can all learn from. So Godspeed. And finally, we have Luke.
Hello. Once again, I have been Luke, and I make TTRPGs and run TTRPGs. I am one part of the Misty Mountain Legends, which we are just Misty Mountain Legends on every social media. We have a podcast by the same name that is also just a bunch of our actual plays. We are on a small hiatus in between campaigns, but we will be beginning recording for our next campaign in about a month. So we've got a good backlog, though. Our most recent campaign was 42 episodes. A lot of episodes. It was a lot. It was big. So go check it out. We used the Teens in Space system for our most recent campaign. It's a phenomenal system. Last thing is I'm actually going to be publishing another TTRPG. It's called Shut Down. You play as computer programs in a dying hard drive. And without spoiling too much, you have limited actions. That is a much more role-heavy game. And so that will be coming out. Be on the lookout for that. We'll be publishing that and talking about it on our social medias when we release it, which will hopefully be this month. So
and y'all also have other games that are already out there, right? Yeah, like Lore of the Deep and yeah.
Yes, we've got some D&D 5th edition supplements and one-shots, as well as our other TTRPG that we published, Boo, which is another simple one-page RPG where you play as a ghosty, and you have to prevent ghost hunters from capturing you. It's a great time. So yeah, that's it from me.
Fantastic. Just to close down tonight's stream, I am Daniel, and it's been a pleasure to be with you all tonight. Just before we leave, and I wouldn't forgive myself for not indulging the inner Mika in me and giving you the list that Nat25 was collecting throughout the entire session of all the different Mush badges that we got tonight. We have forgery, espionage, soil analytics, psychedelic, pigs, navigation, rope, animal husbandry, friend of the environment, sneak, cooking, fashion, moral support, seamstress, mechanic, interior design, interrogation techniques, mental health counseling, conflict management, tracking, peace, intimidation, art of distraction, deception, sassy pants, sleuth, trap disarm, operation machinery, safety, simple machines, science, care for the elderly, skincare, small aircraft, down hero, and redivision. And with that,
recidivism,
great and fantastic night. We're going to be very, very soon. We're going to be having Roll Detox with Jelly Bean on Friday the 7th. So please stay tuned.
Bush Jelly Queen is coming.
Yes.
Tune
yes, and
in.
they will be. On will also be there. So Mika is hosting, and then On will be there, and they are talking Castleton and Candela.
And remember, Crit Awards. Remember the Crit Awards ends this Sunday, so please vote if you haven't. Hydrate, and don't forget to get your poppers away from the fireworks. Have a fantastic rest of the night, and thank you all so much for another great Roll D5 session.
Take care, bye.